Hello. Walk and talk again. Okay, a week and some change has gone by after the election, and I'm still amazed at the lack of violence. Quite a lot of meltdowns on TikTok and the media and everything, but no violence. And I'm putting it down to people know deep down that Kamala wasn't qualified, wasn't deserving, received no votes. She was just placed in this position. And did anyone notice that Biden seems to be more perky and in a better mood than ever since the election? I've heard this from many on the internet, but I tend to agree. I think that was Biden's way of kind of sabotaging the party and what they did to him by immediately designating her as the candidate. And he had to know that she received no vote in any primary, no nothing. But by quickly making that move, oh my heavens, I have a feeling that was a brilliant move to kind of give the election to Trump. They had a good meeting in the White House, and it was cordial, and he was all grins, and other than a few meltdowns it's funny how the celebrities who said they're moving out of the States, well, they're changing their tune, of course. You can see that coming from a mile away. Yeah, everyone knows deep down that we're going to be better off. And I'm so excited about Trump's cabinet picks, and I just think he's going to hit the ground running, and we're going to come roaring back. The markets loved it. They've been soaring, and what can you say? I collected on my my lunch from a Kamala voting friend, and that was a nice lunch, and we had a 4-hour discussion, not all about politics. It was a friend from the old neighborhood, so we reminisced about all kinds of things, talked about our families and our siblings, and some old memories, and we talked about our favorite music, or the music he introduced to me and other friends introduced me as we were growing up. So we had a good old discussion. I think it was 4 hours. So that was good. Oh, and when we did talk about politics, you know, I could talk till I was blue in the face about why I like Trump and why I'm satisfied. I'm just so hopeful about the future. But yeah, nothing's going to change his mind. The only thing that will possibly change his mind is when the results start to roll in. And so we tentatively set a lunch date for about 100 days into Trump's term, his new term. So what's that? 3 months and some change from Inauguration Day. So I'm happy about that. And let's see, what else I want to talk about. Yeah, just some of the picks. Surprising. Oh, Hegseth for what did he? Head of the military. Can't remember the name of the position, but oh my heavens, I'm all for that. And the guy that was in there, or some other talking heads would say, oh, just how terribly unqualified he is. Well, he's been into battle, decades into battle. He knows what it's like from both sides, and he doesn't want to send our children into battle unless it's absolutely necessary. And so what qualifications lacks he? Does he lack? Wanting to go to war at the drop of a hat? I love it. I love it. Okay. And then, of course, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to work together on the DOGE, D-O-G-E, Department of Government Efficiency. Oh, I love that. I thought that would just be one person, but I guess that's a huge undertaking. So I'm glad that Vivek is in there with them, with Elon, and I think the two are just going to tear it up. And one thing that made me feel a lot better about it is like, they're just not going to go in there and chop heads and not give people an off-ramp. They're talking about a year or year and a half severance pay, during which time they can work a second job, and so nobody's going to be hurting. But as many people said, the government job up until now is the only job, the only industry where you can't get fired. It's ridiculous. It's like performance. Well, I should say, what are the old performance? Let's do it performance-based. Okay, how necessary is your position of you and your whole department, and whole department's can be eliminated. So I think their target is to cut the federal budget in half. Oh my heavens! It excites me to no end. Let's see who else. Tulsi Gabbard over the military. I think that's great. I don't know her that well, but I think she's got a good head on her shoulders, and I'm expecting good things there. Who else was mentioned? Mike Huckabee, ambassador to Israel. Perfect. And then there was a couple other names that I'm not that familiar with. Let's see. The Speaker of the Senate, a guy who I don't know that well, but I've heard good things about him. So I'm confident there. And with all these appointments, I hope they can get replaced in their current positions by Republicans. I'd like to see Carrie Lake be utilized somehow. It doesn't look, at least the last I could read, it doesn't look like she won or is going to win her seat in Senate in Arizona. But I really like her, and there's got to be a position for her. Let's see. I was relieved to hear that Mike Pompeo was not going to be in anything, and also there's another guy, I can't think of his name, but okay. And so then Zeldin of New York, they've got some position for him. He's a good guy. And and then they're talking about the press secretary. They're talking about having different people. I don't know if this is Trump's people talking about this or just people's wishing for it, but to have some of the big names come in there, do a month at a time, and just having a revolving door of top-notch people. Can you imagine, like, I'm just thinking out loud, well, Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, Alex Jones, Oh, that would be so humorous to have, and just a wonderful payback to have someone like him in there. Even Ben Shapiro, can you imagine him in such a role? Of course, he's a Canadian, but Jordan Peterson's got to be used. I'm hoping he'll be utilized somehow. Let's see. I wish that Jonathan Cahn could be somehow utilized. I think he's American, but some maybe the czar of religious freedom or something along those lines. If there's a position that would suit him, oh man. And Larry Kudlow is not, but that's the guy whose name I was trying to think of when I was trying to think of a person that would be good Secretary of the Treasury. Somebody like Larry Kudlow, or then there's just so many good names, people that are just willing to jump in there and serve. Like I said, if it was Trump alone, I'd be thrilled, but he's bringing his dream team, and it looks like he's going to have pretty much the dream team set in place before day one. I'm so excited. And the Trump effect is already, oh my heavens. One other one. The border czar, oh my heavens, what a great choice to have that bulldog of a guy, Homan, I think his name is Homan. I love that choice. And so, and of course, they're not just gonna willy-nilly send anybody home, but number one, criminals, send them back. Number two, those that are entered illegally, send them back. Maybe put them at the end of the line or something like that. And the women of the View, we're talking, oh, well, this is, grandma's gonna be, I highly doubt it. Grandma's gonna be, maybe if the rest of her family is illegal, yeah. But no, I don't think she's going anywhere. And so, I'm totally excited about that. And okay, just one second. There's hello. There's a dog that might come chasing me here, so I just hold on a second. Okay, and so who else? There was a guy assigned. I thought it was different than the ambassador, an envoy to the Middle East. I don't know what that position is. Oh, then was it Kristi Noem? Was it? They put her on the UN or some other position? I like her. I like her, and Kari Lake. I really like her. I don't know if she'd do it, but have her do a stint as the press secretary. Oh, she's a great communicator. I love it. And there's just so many good people. And finally, the adults are in charge. Oh, and RFK on the health. Oh man, make America healthy again. But I hope they give them some room to address corruption in the three-letter agencies. I can't remember if he had a double assignment or something like that, but oh my heavens. I'm just so hopeful for the future, and I think you get my message, you get my drift. I'll leave it at that, but that's a nice enough little video, 14 minutes. I'm so excited. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.